Hey, what's going on, guys? So today's video hopefully won't be an hour long, although I'm sure some of you don't mind that, but I'm cleaning everything out. I'm just looking through every drawer and closet, nook and cranny, and bin and container, and I have containers upon containers and storage units and all kinds of stuff. Well, not like, you know, outside my house. I don't have any of those, but you know what I'm saying. I'm digging through stuff, which is super fun because I'm finding all kinds of old knives and gear and stuff. I'm just half the time just playing with it, the other half the time actually being productive. But today I was cleaning out something which houses all of my playing cards. So this video is going to be of all, I use quotes, all of my playing card decks. I use quotes there because it's not actually all of them. It's probably like 90+%. I know there's a couple that are missing from this, so they have to be in a different location. But this is all I can find just at the moment, so we're just going to run with that. So it's a little overwhelming. I have a lot of decks here. I'm not even sure where to start. There's two rows. Besides what you see here is another row, and these are all, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 deep almost. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120. 120 decks, just what you can't see. I have all kinds of random stuff in the front here. I got a box full of decks. Maybe 150, 160 decks, something like that. I don't know. I'm just going to flash them real quick. Some of them are boring, to be honest, and like doubles in a way, like casino cards. And some are super unique. So where do we even start? Well, let's start making some room. So first, again, I'm just going to kind of show you. This is just a set. You can see what this is. Honestly, half of these, I don't know where I even got it from. This might have been at a garage sale or something, and I'm like, yeah, sure, 50 cents, I'll take it. So we have a notepad. You can keep score if you want, like playing rummy or something. So yeah, and I have a box down here. I'm going to kind of throw stuff in, some of it. This is a really beautiful set. I mean, I have everything from dollar store cards all the way up to collector's decks that are custom made and stuff. This is a beautiful presentation. I actually remember when a viewer sent this to me. I'm not sure if I traded for this or not. All right. Wolfram. So a little decoded message here, which you can maybe pause the screen and read there. But super unique deck. I did not actually open this one yet. All right, but here's the deck. This is number 280 out of 1,000. So, yeah, I mean, there are some higher end decks here as far as people who actually collect decks. I haven't gotten serious into collecting decks, cards, but I just collect them out of happenstance. Like, there's so many I like. I will be honest, I have not actually physically purchased a deck of cards in probably, well, since the big pandemic, I guess. I was always looking for different decks, but at some point I'm just like, I have just too many. And I like playing with cards, but not that much. I haven't played with all these sets. Some are still unopened. So, like, I'm pretty good on that, unless there's, like, a super unique one that I really like. Probably won't be actually buying anymore. Maybe in the future, you know, in trades and stuff, who knows. But anyway, this is goes to one of the decks of cards that has an explanation of different characters and stuff, which is cool. All right, put that off to the side for a second. This box, again, just more cards. Decks. This actually has some of the more nicer decks, like some custom ones, like this, El Toro, right? This is from the King's Wild projects, and I have a few decks from King's Wild, which are super interesting, but these are just all homemade, see? 2020 deck, and it's completely custom designed, custom made. So let's rip through this box here. This one has different drink recipes on it. Fantastic if you have a bar or you just want ideas. This one got crushed somehow. The corners got crushed there. All right. Not even sure what that is. Another one here, playing cards from China. Oh, this was my grandfather's. I remember that. There's nothing special about these. They just have to be in his drawer at his house when he passed away. I just remember the box. Number 13 is also King's Wild. A lot of them in here are the King's Wild project. All right, so super interesting. Some I play with, some I didn't. See how this is lifting? There's a bunch of decks here. This was stored in a metal container, I guess the best way I can describe it, in front of a heater. And I didn't realize that obviously that retained the heat. Hello. One of these things, I'll show you in a second, got melted, the plastic, but some of the decks do, the glue came apart, so I have to, you know, get a glue gun or a glue stick and just re-glue some of those. These are really cool, the Maduro sets. I actually play with this one. And I have another one in the back there. This all has like cigar bands on them and stuff, which is really neat. And then the one on the back is the same deck. It's a different version of the same deck, I should say. But that comes in like what looks like a cigar box, which is pretty neat. And then the actual deck's in there. All right. Let's see. Don't remember this. Invocation. Don't remember. King's Wild, I do remember this one. Green and white deck here. Pretty cool. Barbershop style. I'm sorry, not barbershop. Pabst Blue Ribbon. At least that's the theme anyway. All right, is this numbered? Some of these are numbered. Maybe on top, maybe on the inside. I forget. Hot Beavers? I don't remember. Oh man, I snorted. I don't remember where I got I do remember these cards. I don't remember where I got them from, but these are, like, I'd love to show you. I can't begin to show you. They are full on nudity, like spread cheeks kind of stuff. Like, we're past, you know, Playboy. We're into Hustler, you know, old school Hustler stuff. So anyway, there's another version of that, the Invocation. It's like the Blanco or the white. The other one's the bronze color. What's going on here? Home is where you park it. Home is where you make a boy. Remember that? Guy likes to see homos naked. Doesn't help me. That's some Joe Dierte. We got here Winchester. Very cool Winchester arms. Now you can see some of those designs on there. All right. This is a deck from the Hawaiian Islands, like Honolulu. I did not visit there. Someone visited there, bought a deck of cards, eventually gave it to me, which I'm very grateful for. I wish it was my vacation cards, which I did buy a certain place. I know I have like a deck from Dorney and stuff. But anyway, so random box with some random decks. Okay, so this thing is what got melted, which is a shame, man. This is just some, I don't know the origins of this, I forget. There's two gold foil covered decks, which you could barely even see in here because I can't open it all the way because the hinge is melted. If I take some cards out here, you can see normal style, but they're just like folded. It looks like a painter down by the bay, I guess, on the dock, getting inspiration from the boats and sea. But yeah, random. I got a jumbo set. These are literally just regular playing cards. This is big, in case you're blind, playing with Grandma and Grandpa. Got the double, you know, Coca-Cola Christmas set. All right, 2 decks from Coca-Cola with the Santas. Love it. Here's a 2-pack casino style. Again, one is the gold foil, one's the silver foil. Other than that, nothing really special with them. Here's a double pack from Caesars, or at least the Caesars Hotel style. I'm gonna get into that right now. All right, let's put that in the box and make a little more room. I got the mini deck. I got the huge deck, so I gotta have a mini deck. And I have an even smaller deck. That's how I know I have more cards too. I actually recently got that in a trade. Someone threw it in, which is super cool. It's in like a little metal tin, but they're even small in this. So there's some tiny Coke ones. Then you guys might remember this. These are TaylorMade. So this is like the driver. That's the shape of this. That's what all the cards are. All right. Then this is super old. This was like $1 from a garage sale. These are fortune telling cards. Looks like from 1904. It says 1897 and 1904. So super, look at this. Old school. Like really old school. But these are also fortune telling. So I'm not sure how this works. Maybe you know, whatever you go through, you flip a card, and then each one has, looks like 4 different fortune telling type explanations there, I guess. Interesting. Never really played with these, just thought it was cool. The back side has looks like King Tut or something, you know, pyramids. So yeah, that's totally random. What else? We got wild cards. These are different edible foods. And it's nice because it goes to the whole box, which is cool. But you take this off. Each card obviously is a whole fruit as well, so you can keep these together as identification cards. All right, so you can just play cards. They have regular, you know, pips for card playing, but each one shows a wild edible. And you guys know I went through my stint of wild edibles, probably a full year, where I was really just foraging and and looking everywhere, trying to learn as much as I can about wild edibles, which is just fascinating. And it's something I'd like to get back into in the future. Learn more and more stuff. You can never learn too much. All right. Don't even know what this is. UFS? UTS? UTI? What is this? Waters navigation. Oh, this is some kind of survival pack. Same deal. Using flint. After you collect and arrange your kindling, place the flint rod close to the tinder. Yeah, see? So this is just all survival, random survival stuff. All right, interesting. Maybe I lost the box. I'm not sure I put it in this container. Or maybe I did this so that they're waterproof. I don't remember. So it might have been in one of my bags at some point. All right, this is one of my favorite ones. This was also a garage sale find for 50 cents. And this looks like a journal or a book or something. It says, "Let us play," right? And then the sides are foil, or yeah, gold foil covered or whatever. So they look like pages in a book. Like this is a little notebook or something, or a pocket Bible. But it's not. It's just a holder for a very old deck of cards. Super, super old. I mean, look how creepy that Joker is. Oof. But yeah, I mean, they're just a really old deck. They do have numbered pips. And it's just cool. I have played with this. I used to keep this in my glove box. God, back when I had my Honda Accord. This was in the glove box. I specifically remember that. So I always have a deck of cards. Like no matter what, I always have a deck of cards somewhere. I have one in the truck right now. You never know. I don't know. Something's going on and you're just like bored. Maybe there's no electricity and I'm out somewhere. People just twiddling their thumbs. They don't know what to do without their Instagram and their Facebook and their Twitter and their, TikTok and all the rest of the crap you stare at all day long. You always have cards, and it's good to know card games. So, moving on. 999.9 gold playing cards. That's right. This deck, I actually have two of these. This is the British version. You can see the Queen on there. It looks like the British money. And they're completely coated or covered in 24 karat gold, which is not super expensive or anything. It's just kind of fancy looking. Here's a little certificate of authenticity, I suppose. It says, yeah, 99.9 or 39's fine, 24 karat gold. Plated. Kind of a fancy little presentation though. Pretty cool. Alright. One of the more collectible decks here. This is Dominion. Alright, this one is number 225. I don't know what this is limited to or not. I do have the original note here from the person who said it's actually a double deck. So, very cool. I'm not going to get into that in this video. Alright, let's make a little more room. And then I have some off to the side here, which these are all in boxes or plastic containers for some reason. Don't really know why. Whoop, hang on. I lost one. Oh, the coolest one. I remember this. I had this since the 90s. So this is a signed Ernest Emerson deck of cards. So there's a signature on the ace, which is badass, by the way. Super cool. But yeah, this is his deck of cards for Emerson Knives. Look at that. Super, super cool. Let's see the, well, I don't know why I thought there was other, like all the face cards I thought were Emerson related, but I guess not. Just the Joker was customized, but still cool though. And obviously the back. So yeah, I remember this was like my prized possession back in the day. I don't remember how old I was, but I was totally all about it. Like I was super, super nerdy. I'm like, you think you're cool? Do you have a Ernest Emerson signed deck of playing cards? I don't think so. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. These I remember someone sending me once. I don't know. I did not just do that. Oh boy. Hang on. I just want to make sure, yep. Alright, we're still good. I want to make sure the plastic didn't break. Okay. Alright then. Hang on a second. Now I gotta clean these up. Only take a moment. Luckily they all landed mostly the same direction. And I could edit this out, but I'm not going to. Because, truth be told, I don't want to edit this video. All right, so anyway, I don't remember the story behind these cards. These are like artsy cards, Napoleon. These, I think, are replicas of maybe an old deck that used to exist or something. You can see they're super blurry, though, the images. So yeah, I do not remember the story with these. Where did that top go? But yeah. So this one, that's why these have rubber bands. I don't know why this one didn't. But here's another one, art. And here's yet another one, more art. So, pretty cool. This one I got, stopped at a truck station once when I was traveling with my grandfather. And I got these. I love Pennsylvania because it do. $1.99 from an odd lot. Look at that. Alright. Got those in Vegas just because. I got actually I got a bunch of these cards when I went to Vegas. Atlanta, same thing. When I visited Blade Show, stopped in Atlanta, got these. Now these are quite literally like the same, maybe not that one. This is literally identical. These are like sold for tourists. But hey, here I am, strolling into the store, a tourist. I'm like, wow, yeah, Pennsylvania. And then when I went to Atlanta, I'm like, oh, I gotta get Atlanta cards. Like somehow I'm gonna forget if I don't have playing cards. Anyway, what's this last one here? Oh, more with the stars. This is from Dorney Park. Paid $2 for that, for nothing, because I don't think I ever even played with these. But I'm at Dorney Park, and I collect cards. That's what I did. Okay, now, finally, we're into, like, the regular stacks here. All right, so let me, actually, I'm going to put these plastic ones away in here for a second. So I can kind of divert these piles as we go. So we're just going to rip through this. All right, Elf, Elitist, same thing, Vegas, don't even know, just an old deck. Bicycle deck here, celebrating 130 years. Blade, like the movie. These I have a bunch of. So this, again, I don't know where that came from, some kind of, you know, game set or something. So these are casino played cards. So I'll read the back. Casino played cards have discreetly trimmed corners to ensure against future casino play. Box made in the USA. So when I was in Vegas and going to different you know, little shops here and there, they sold these used cards. So obviously when you gamble, they use a deck for, I don't know how many times, maybe 2 or 3 hands or whatever. Then they throw them out. They literally throw them out. And it's to prevent people from cheating and stuff and marking the cards and knowing what they are. So these do have little marks or clipped corners, whatever. But I tried, because they have an open face here, they're sold as collectibles. So this is from Shays. And I do have a bunch in here. Like these are Aristocrat branded cards. But this is the same thing from Excalibur Hotel. So like I try to collect a bunch of different places. So as we go through, you'll see a lot of those. All right, so let's keep going. This is one that has to get glued. This is my old timer set, which is cool because they all have, each card does have a different old timer knife on there. Awesome. Maverick, your basic deck, basic like the cigarettes from back in the day, Royal Caribbean. Don't know. All right, casino cards. These are punched. All right, so some of them do literally have a drill. They're drilled out in the center, so you can't use them. But this one was from the Hilton in Atlantic City. Basic, different colors. All right, get some more from the back here. All right, bicycle white Allure deck. And eventually I'll sort these out so they're kind of in order. Bicycle Mariner, Boardwalk Empire, which I loved. It came out on HBO. I like Steve Buscemi, which, by the way, I just saw that he got randomly punched in the face in New York. Did you see that story? Some guy, it was random acts of violence and punched a bunch of people in the face. And Steve Buscemi happened to be walking down the street. And how old is he now? 70, 80? Who knows? But someone clocked him right in the face. And he's okay. He's fine. He was a sport about it. He's like, okay, well, hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm fine. This is in some kind of other language. Asian, it appears. These look actually like magic cards too, so maybe they're marked or something, who knows. All right, same thing, Golden Nugget, which was probably the coolest ones. The Golden Nugget was, we made the most money, I'll say that. We didn't win a lot of money, but we won the most at the Golden Nugget. Palms, All right, Stratosphere was another cool one at the time. This one just has liquor bottles on it. All the different cards of different liquors. Let's see. Beatles cards. This is actually one of the most recent decks that I actually bought. All right, from Theory 11, because they always come out with some interesting decks. And before this, I got the Star Wars decks, because those are really cool too. But yeah, Beatles. That I'll talk in a second, because that I got from, I think I got this from gear websites back in the day. Order Imperium. This is cool. This is the BladeHQ decks had a bunch of different brands, and I wish I had all of them, but this is the Kaiser brand. So as you go through, all the different cards have different Kaiser knives. All right, which is awesome because, you know, I had a bunch of those knives. Here's a cheap Star Wars deck. I don't know where that came from. Aristocrat Punch Through. This one is Paradise. All right, Bicycle Black Ghost, 2nd edition. All right, so yeah, the Kalashnikovs. Visual Kalashnikov recognition. Gun websites, it's right here. I'll always have these. So gun websites on YouTube, just an OG channel. That's just amazing stuff for gun stuff. Especially collectibles. I really like them over there. There's been other people that have been on the channel, but the main person who runs it, I forget his name offhand, but just an awesome guy, so knowledgeable in so much different stuff. I think he collects the AK bayonets too, specifically, but just back in the day, like, this just brings back memories when YouTube was totally different. It was a completely different place, a whole different world. And the, you know, gear communities and the gun community and the knife community stuff, they were so tight-knit. There was no arguing, no bickering, there was no trolls. It just didn't exist. It was just a bunch of dudes spending time on the internet, talking about stuff they love, and just, it was 100% positive and 100% amazing. And those days are gone. You still have an awesome time on here, but it'll never be the same. All right, New Orleans Casino deck. Here's a Mind Freak deck. Remember Mind Freak? What was his name? Chris. Is it on here? Chris Angel. Yeah, Chris Angel. I actually have the booklet here. So I think this is a marked deck or something too, so you could do some tricks. But yeah, Mind Freak. The BladeHQ deck. And this one, I think, is just... I think it's just the BladeHQ logo. Alright, we got another Paradise. I don't know why I have 2 of those. I probably didn't mean to get 2 of them. Prestige. Alright, Casino Cards Mirage. Awesome, that's where we stay at the Mirage. My Smoky Mountain Knife Works packs. I got, this one's not even opened. Got back in the day when I used to get, you know, stuff for Christmas from my parents. It's funny because, like, my mom would ask me what I want from Santa, and I'm like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, and I'd whip out my Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog. I would give, my Christmas list for Santa had item numbers and descriptions of what it was, and shipping costs. I mean, the whole deal. I worked it all out knowing my mom, you know, would be buying it. And it was awesome. I loved it. I remember the only thing that I never got for Christmas was a commode. That's right, Smoky Mountain sold a camp toilet, and at the time I thought it was hilarious that I can go take a dump while I'm on the computer, and my mom said, no, that's not hilarious at all. I'm definitely not getting that for you, ever. And that's the family computer. It's not even in your room, it's in the living room. It was a joke. I wasn't actually going to do it, but I just thought it was hilarious at the time. I don't know, I had a weird sense of humor. All right, the Bicycle Zombified deck, super cool. Look at that king in there. Zombie King. I dig it. Bicycle Steampunk. This is the bronze or gold. I have a few of those, I believe. Alright, so here's more Steampunk. See? So this is more the brass. That's, I don't know, a flat color, I suppose. The Bicycle Elements is the fire. Fable 3. Some kind of... I don't know what this is, actually. Kuroko's Basketball. Okay, well, someone must have sent me that. Monte Carlo. Here's another Steampunk in silver. Alright. See. Oh, here's that American pack I was talking about with the 24 karat gold. Same deal, but this is USA. Should probably pop this one in the box. Put that off to the side. Craft beer, which was awesome. They all have different craft beers on there. Attack the Titan. Attack on Titan, excuse me. Again, no idea. Looks like some anime stuff. Alright, Bicycle is the cocktail party deck. Same deal, they have different drink recipes, which is fun if you happen to have a stocked bar. A Christmas Story, which is awesome. Ooh, you know what? See that? I got 2 of them. I'm smart. So this one is completely sealed still. The other one I actually play with, because I know I play with that. Maverick, an older Maverick deck. What is this? Singapore Airlines, which I never flew, so I don't know where that came from. But that's there. Alright, another stack, Royal Caribbean. These 2 came from Marlboro back in the day when you had Marlboro miles. You know, when you smoke cigarettes, and so you rip off the side of the pack. It was 5 miles, and they had ridiculous numbers. So, like, let's say you wanted the poker set, which is this was. There was 2 decks of cards and a really nice wood case and a bunch of poker chips and stuff. And that was probably, who knows, 1,500 miles or something. So thousands of dollars worth of cigarettes. But it was really cool, you know, back in the day. So, yeah. Well, it's Bicycle Coffee Shop, or House Blend, rather. So coffee theme. More cheap Star Wars. Bourbon Supreme Rare. It's an old, like, 80s or 70s deck. This is, I should have broke this out recently for the Northern Lights. Northern Lights deck. Iceland. Alright, 52 Farts. That's right, the deck of cards that also defines every type of gas ever passed. Something you didn't know you needed. I actually remember that deck. Alright, what else? We have another craft beer. I don't know how I ended up with 2. Another BladeHQ. Very cool. This is their Prestige plastic set. This one, I forget, did I already open this? Probably. These are just plastic cards, but they do shatter. Actually, it's not what I was thinking about. These are plastic cards, but they have clear ones that are really cool, especially like if you're playing out in the pool or something, which I did years and years and years ago. But those, like, I remember bending them and just like shattered, like a piece of glass. Like, not in a bunch of pieces, but it broke quickly. So those are kind of fragile. Alright, Monarchs. Another Monarchs. It's more of a brown color. We got Fifth Kingdom. We got another old timer. This one is not, I don't think I'll use this one. The other one I definitely played with before. Alright, we're getting there, almost done. What else we got? Archangels. 130 years. Same thing, I don't know why I have a couple doubles here and there. Bicycle Bourbon. Bicycle Fireflies. Bicycle Hemp. This is before weed was legal everywhere, so that was kind of cool at the time. Like, oh wow, pot leaf. Pot leaf's cool. Chris's Vacation. Nightmare on Elm Street. The Order of Revolutio. Okay, that one has to get glued down. Magic deck. Okay. Mirage. Dunhill. Which is very cool. Alright, what else? These are military ones. Has like a bunch of people that were wanted, like Saddam Hussein and stuff like that. I just don't want to open it up right now. Bicycle Bigfoot deck. Probably one of the coolest decks ever, because Bigfoot is the man. You can get an idea of some of those cards once the camera focuses. There we go. Bigfoot. Bicycle Guardians. Bicycle Cybertech. This is one of my favorite decks, the U.S. Presidents. And also Christina has a deck. U.S. Money, I think it is. Just really, really nicely done from Bicycle. Everything. The finish, the artwork that's on there, it's really phenomenal. Another Magic. 2 more Magic decks. Okay, I don't know what's going on with those. We got Lures of the Past, fishing related deck. Another Order deck. Smoky Mountain that I used. Italy that I've never been. Live the Challenge. Chevrolet. Don't know where I got those, but I like Chevy. Oh yeah, and the Sexy Guys cards that someone got me recently. That I posted on Instagram and got deleted immediately. Hilarious. Alright, so... Oh, and as a bonus in the background... Okay... I should have probably checked. I'm glad I didn't tip that one over. I don't want dice going everywhere. Oh boy. Alright. Anyway, Dice and a couple random chips. I went to Watkins Glen. These were good for a beer, but I was driving this time, so I didn't drink. So I saved my chips. So wait, hold on. Let me zip this bag shut. I meant to just show you this to the side. But all kinds, some ones from Vegas that are drilled through. All random ones I've gotten over the years. Different materials. There's the Ultram. I know I have, there's some brass ones, solid brass. Little teeny one made out of bone. I forget where I got that one. Yeah, just random dice. Or die, if you will. So, whew, that's it. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm done. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much over the years. If you have sent a deck or two and you know, if you recognize the video, please comment down below. But like I said, this is most of it. It's got to be 90+%, maybe 20, 30 more packs somewhere. On top of that, yes, Christina does actually have her own collection. It has nothing to do with my collection. Her collection is probably, I mean, she's more like specific. Like, she isn't just, like, I was just getting stuff just to get stuff at some point. Hers is actually very thought out, like certain decks that she just really likes. I want to say she probably has half of what I have. So maybe another 60, 70 decks, something like that. So we have a lot between us. If you guys ever want to play cards, you know, and you find us out somewhere, we have cards. We have lots of them. So anyway, that's all. Let me know down in the comment section if you collect playing cards. And if so, what do you collect? What kind? For me, it was just anything of interest, really. But at some point, because I had a collection, air quotes there, I would get random things. Like I said, I think those Star Wars ones, because I know I had, again, I don't have my full collection here, because I have the Theory 11 Star Wars decks, which are really, really nice. And I do not know where they are at the moment, but I'm sure I'll find it as I clean more stuff out. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.